War bugs. All right, so tonight I I didn't think that I would be seeing something like this in any kind of well, any kind of role-playing game period, but tonight we're going to be seeing a basketball mage. Like what? I'm not quite sure, but so far everything in this has been so awesome. How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing good? Everybody have a good day? Um I got to meet my neighbors today. It was pretty awesome. They might be able to help me fix a couple of things that I need to fix, and I'll be able to help them out as well. Joe Rogan, tau thighs do not save lives. You have that confused with anime thighs. My guy, calm down. Mistakes in the Emperor 7 win. Oh god, I'm already being pounded about it. Why are you guys talking about white phosphorus? Why? Guys, um, I did not find out about this series until late last week, and I have been trying to catch up with it because, and like I've done a good amount of live streams this week. Been trying to catch up with it because I want to stay in time with this one versus how I performed, with War Hands, where I was completely behind from the start of it. Guys, there are none, Captain Commander. And put away your badge. It's showing. Anyhow, the awakening of Samson Tuttle. We're back in Norfolk. We're back for more awakening. Guys, bring Texas speech back. Dude, we all want Texas speech back. We all want to know what happened with the kitten. Yeah, so basically what wound up happening was earlier today, I plugged in my GoPro just to try to charge it, and then I realized my GoPro wasn't charging. We tried a whole bunch of connections with it, stuff like that. It just turns out that I had too much plugged into the connector I have plugged in. I am going to get I actually need a USB charging deck for the amount of devices I have now, which is kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. Eventually I'll get that. That's going to be okay. I'm going to be doing my best to, get this back wall repainted, everything like that. That's going to be within the next 2 weeks. I should be able to start that. 2 weeks, I should be able to start that. But whenever you unplug this camera, it throws a fit without telling you. So I had to restart my computer, reinstall the drivers, everything like that. I had to do all of that just to get this thing to turn back on because it is a diva. Warpugs, my camera is becoming possessed by Slanesh again. And you guys who have been with the channel for quite a while know I have experience with demon-possessed cameras. Joe Rogan, what race from World of Darkness would you be if you had to live in the World of Darkness universe? For you, it would either be a werewolf or kindred. I wouldn't want to be a werewolf. You spend too much time in alternate dimensions fighting fire monsters. I'll get back to you on what breed of vampire I'd be later. Eventual devised by the Mothman found footage. Actually, I just released a new video of basically just mess ups on the new channel because I've been trying to film something for Old Man Lives, and every single time I try, I'm either got the most worst camera settings possible, or it doesn't go the way that I had hoped. If you are on the Old Man Lives channel, I just uploaded that today. Revel in my suffering. But at the same time, I did get a chance to walk around the other day with the Hospitaller. The Hospitaller is getting really good at starting to move up and down the trails there. And we found a couple of cool things. We found more steel pipes. We also found a processing station, and there is apparently a old logging road that goes up into the mountain. So a lot of stuff. You definitely don't want to be a kindred, but you have more sanity over that over a mage. Yes. All right, guys, the awakening of Samson Tuttle. Who's ready for it? X in chat if you're ready for this. What's the worst Warhammer miniature you've ever seen? Because when you get a PO box, it's going to your house. If you send a towel anything, I'm gonna burn it on camera. Send Soritas. Yes. Do you know about what do you know about a video of what if Gilliman found Angron first by 40k theories? That's actually in the lineup, and I've been thinking about it honestly. I've been thinking about going to that, but there are a lot of requests, and I'm trying to get to some of the older ones. And I am really enjoying Joe Cat series on D&D and the Epic series. Guys, let's just jump into it. Let's go. I tried to give everybody some time to get in here. Let's get into it. Basketball Mage. Now, is it just me, or am I the only one this is happening to? But I am loving the intro for this. It feels so absolutely comfortable, but it's so creepy at the same time. Let's go. Thanks, Baron. How are you doing, old man? Also, the new Gladiator movie will be taking place a bit after the Year of the Five Emperors. I thought it was around the Year of the Five Emperors. I wasn't quite sure at first because I know certain things, but at the same time, there's a lot of stupid up here. Okay, there's a lot of stupid up here. So I was. It was bad. It was weird, okay? No, Leon, you're fine. The only thing it tortures is me. I love this song.
Just a dream. Was that not real? Was that just in my head? That's just not how it feels. Was that really just a dream? No, that's not how it feels.
I love this. I really do. Yes! Break open the salsa verde. Loyal. It is a massively good theme. I love this. Yeah, 42nd. I noticed that at the last one.
Three, two, one, go. Excellent and sexy.
Oh my god, death!
Are you ready, Erndel?
Wait.
I'm ready.
This funny bit is a reference to narrative declarations in Warhammer WoW.
For action.
Alrighty then. Let's play the wizard game.
Oh.
Samson, you have that dream again. You know the one. You in the center of a large auditorium. Red numbers clicking down on high. People with cameras sit in the stands. A rumble of mass anticipation that, in the moment, you're only vaguely aware of. In front of you is what there always is. Your hand. And a mass of humanity, seconds away, here to stop you from making that winning play. Move forward through the mass. You part the sea of bodies. You're going to win. You're going to win. Line up your shot. Ball in your hands. The buzzer counts down. 3, 2, 1. Samson, you wake up in your bed at your parents' house, warm and cozy in your room, ready for quite a productive day.
Is there chicken tendies involved?
Would you like to describe your character and their room?
Samson is a fairly tall person. He's coming in at just about 6'5", maybe just a touch shorter. And he is just a lean, very athletic-looking fella. So naturally, he's probably like sitting bolt upright in bed after getting shocked awake by, no doubt, my alarm kicking off once more. Ultimately, though, he's just kind of like average-looking sort of fella. He's got a kind of a mild, scruffy beard that kind of goes up the side of his face, across his chin as well. About a standard-looking beard you can have at the age of, mid-20s thereabouts. Trying to look more handsome than he probably is.
Well, I think he looks plenty handsome.
Well,
What's your morning routine?
Samson's morning routine, after usually getting yoinked awake by the damn alarm bell, is to...
All right, Troy, you have a nice
probably
night, bud.
first get up, hit the shower fast.
Hit the shower
his head
fast.
on the railing
Hit
because
the head on the
he
railing.
sometimes forgets it's there. And then clean up, get dressed, head downstairs and see if there's any food left in the house, because usually it's either up to him or his cousin
True,
to
Bloody Magpie.
go shopping, and neither of them has a consistent basis to it.
Down the remarkably
Not that leg,
uninspired floor wallpaper
You're
that
fine,
is
Black
peeling with age and the musty, moldy carpet, you see your older cousin sitting at the kitchen table with a plate of eggs and flapjacks and a liter of orange juice. The TV hums in the background as your mother is face first into it, sitting in a large, comfy recliner back towards you, attention wrapped on some news broadcast.
The news.
Samson is unlikely to pay his mother terribly much mind. She's probably having one of her more out-of-it days today, so he's going to just get straight to work on what he needs, which is to say, eating some food that his cousin's prepared. He kind of flags down Erica and scoots a seat in backwards because he's a cool guy, This is the mid-2000s, baby. You gotta sit in chairs wrong.
Fucking bet your
Yeah.
sweet ass, Until.
I'm gonna
True.
throw water at you.
It's true. It's absolutely 100% true. In the mid 2000s, you could not sit in a chair normally. You had to sit in it the weirdest way you could possibly get into it, and the weirdest way you could jump onto it. Yes.
Your older cousin looks. Oh, what's up, bro? She seems to be reading a book. Rare for her. She
Did he just pull what's up? Never
has in
mind.
front
Never mind.
of her a container, a featureless black plastic little thing, as well as a Varney the Vampire shirt with the sleeves cut off, showing her impressive musculature.
Samson waves down Erica, and he just kind of starts spiking various parts of the prepared meals onto his plate if there is anything left, presuming she didn't just cook for herself this time.
There's plenty left, cuz, don't worry.
Yeah, thanks, E. Stupid night, as usual.
Oh yeah? What were you up to?
Nothing. Just, rough sleep. Dreams is always a pain in the ass.
I love the research that went into the character design for this guy, because they're portraying him as kind of like having dreams of being a sports star. I don't know if he does play basketball, but if you ever lived in Norfolk, just down the road from the Hampton Roads Naval Base is Old Dominion University.
Half the time it's useful, other half the time it just serves to make you tired.
I don't think I've ever had a useful dream. I mean, what, your dream gonna pay your taxes for you?
Yeah.
Wish. I don't know. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes you wake up more, more relaxed and nicer. Other times, it's just kind of like you wake up from it and it feels like someone just yanked you out of the frickin' ice.
Oh, yeah, like a caveman. I've been hearing about those Neanderthals.
Yeah, sure.
You think they'll ever find one in the ice?
If they do, we'll probably never hear about it. Not one alive. Be like, oh, we found a corpse in the ice. Cool. Great.
Oh my god, hey, guess what I found?
What?
She moves the plastic container over to you. So I found this in a drawer. I guess I got it like fucking, I don't know, years ago, probably when I was little. It's a mood ring.
A mood ring.
Yeah. Is this a hint? Am I that unreadable?
No. I mean, look, honestly, cuz you're plenty readable. It's just, it's always the same reading. I just thought that this was like nostalgic, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
He's gonna pick up the little plastic object and give it a look over.
You want to try it on?
Shit, sure, why not?
He slides the ring, presumably out of its little plastic box, and just slides it onto his ring finger for a moment, flexing it. It's probably like a little loose because he's got some skinny ass fucking fingers.
A heartbeat. What are you feeling right now?
Samson probably is just kind of like early morning. You know when you usually wake up from a shit dream and you're just kind of like annoyed?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little bit of that going on.
So the ring spikes a slight red. But you also have a really big day ahead of you. Is any of that dawning on you?
So he's starting to piece it together. He is of the mindset that he tries not to fixate or focus on something that, is going to be stressing him out. But he's plenty excited and he's ready to roll.
So usually orange means nervous, but this doesn't really look orange. It's more like blood orange. Are you angry?
Oh.
We were talking about dreams a second ago, E.
Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah, I think you could have picked up. That dream kind of fucking sucked.
Oof, Jesus, sorry for asking.
It's fine, it happens.
She takes the ring back, puts it on her ring, and turns a neutral green. Oh my god, that reminds me. I have to do a fucking presentation.
Shit, you too?
Yeah. I mean, like, who heard of doing presentations in college? You're supposed to be doing exams. I got to do a public reading. It's like I'm in high school English.
E, I hate to break it to you, but, you're not really going for the whole, basketball scholarship thing. So I guess maybe you wouldn't know it, but, E, you got to do a lot of shit in college. I hate half these damn classes.
Yeah, I get it. But, I hear, like, if you do some classes, like, depending on the degree you go in for, you're shooting for it, you get all classes you want. Why do I always get stuck with this bullshit? Like, I gotta read a poem.
You gotta
Read a haiku, and you will be fine.
Oh, God, E, I'm so sorry.
All right, there's a difference between having to read. Reading, I'm cool with. I know how to do it. I'm talking about, like, public speaking. I don't want to read a poem in front of a group of my peers. That's just weird.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. Just read the damn poem and then, bam. It's easy. You just gotta not think that they're there. It's easy like that.
I would if it weren't so lame. It's about lambs.
What?
You're about lamb. You're reading a poem about lambs in
Baba Black Sheep, do you have any wool?
front of the class.
Oh, this isn't just any lamb, Sam.
Excuse me. Why are you just sticking your tongue out at me?
I can.
Tell them what you're doing.
Sticking my tongue out at you.
She's very proud of herself.
I'm just taking a break between doing the dishes.
She's very proud of herself.
Yep, so this is the lamb, apparently.
Who's the lamb?
I don't know, but it's William Blake's the lamb, so I have to learn about it. Here. Let me try. You're my test subject, okay? If you can get through this without being incredibly embarrassed, I know I don't have anything to worry about.
Yay.
Ah, sure. He's
Okay.
just starting to dig into his food.
All right, here we go. Little lamb who made thee, dost thou know who made thee, gave thee life and bid thee feed by the...
I could not stand in front of a group of people and deliver this seriously. It would be the most outrageous stupidity ever.
stream or you see there's it's like apostrophe ER. You understand?
You know, if you read that out to the audience, they're going to think you sound stupid.
Yeah, I know. That's the point, Samson.
Okay, well, you wanted to practice reading in front of an audience, so, you know, the audience is going to have to sit there quietly, because they don't have as much balls as I do to correct you immediately.
Okay, fine. All right. How would you do it? How would you do it, right? Little
Give me
Anne
the
made
damn-
thee. How you going to make that cool?
Give me the damn paper. I need to
Okay,
read the
fine.
damn-
Let's go.
Samson is going to wipe his mouth of the dry pancake crumbs. He tends to eat them dry anyway.
Are you going to do a reading?
He clears his throat and he's going to start reading it, yes.
Go ahead and make me charisma expression.
Charisma expression. Nice. I have charisma and no expression, so I'll give you a 1. Here we go.
Oh my god, you have charisma 1?
Yeah, I mean, listen,
That's incredible. It's going to be difficulty 7.
I don't make it.
All right. So go ahead and read this in such a manner that reflects your no successes.
Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? Gave thee life, and bid thee feed by the stream and o'er the mead. Gave thee clothing of delight, softest clothing, woolly bright. Gave thee such a tender voice, making all the veils rejoice. Shut the fuck up.
Veils, yeah. You know, you sound like James Kirk on Quaaludes. It's pretty delightful.
Yeah, but
Well, it's not so easy, huh, Mr. V-Ball? And she takes it back.
hey, that's what you get for going in for fucking linguistics.
Yeah. I just wish I was reading it in French, man. Then no one would care how stupid it sounds. The sound of the TV behind you roars up as you catch a glimpse into what it is your mother is watching. It's a television show known as Mega Cage. It is a television show on the Red Network that takes advantage of private prisons, staging no-holds-barred cage fights between inmates and the broadcasters. You watch as some man in an orange jumpsuit has their teeth knocked out by a lead pipe, and a crowd roars. Your mother doesn't have an...
See, this is what we need. I'm a big believer in the way that George Carlin said we need to balance the budget, okay? We just need to balance the budget.
obvious reaction, but appears to be watching raptly.
He's gonna, like, lean over to Erica.
Hey, E, you put that on as a joke, or did she put that on herself?
She's always watching that fucking show. Believe it or not, this is the news channel.
Is that the news broadcaster?
He points at the man who is probably now getting his lip ripped off.
I wish it was. Wouldn't have to hear him half the time.
Right. Well, maybe if she's, you know, kind of conked out today, try to get her to watch something calm before you head out.
I'll do my best, but you know her.
Yeah.
You take a look at your watch, and you realize that you probably are going to want to be stepping off. You've got a destination.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be heading out, alright? Gonna be, getting prepped for the big day today.
Yeah, sure. Do you
Big
want us-
day.
Well, you want me to come, or...
You got more important shit to do, but it'd probably be nice if you were there. I mean, and actually forget it. You go ahead and do your business. I'll let you know how it goes after. But I'm pretty sure you're just gonna hear about it, you know?
Sure, if you want. I'll ask you again maybe later if I see you at dinner.
Sure.
All right.
See?
Later.
Yeah, before he goes, Samson's going to check the lock on the liquor cabinet.
Oh, good idea.
It is still locked, but, the key is sitting right next to it.
He's going to pocket the key.
Good.
Begin heading out, getting to your old mahogany door. Your mother pays
Mahogany.
you a glance. You still here, Samson?
Yeah, I'm just heading out, Ma.
Oh, great. Don't say hi to your mother. That's fine.
Well, I won't give you a hi, but I'll say bye, Ma. Take it easy today, all right?
Don't rush coming back home.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I definitely won't.
And the door opens, and the world is your oyster.
Oh.
He's going to check his backpack and get everything squared away. He's got his, actual ODU fucking clothing set up in there for changing into his, slacks when he gets to the not slacks, changing into his basketball uniform when he actually gets to where he's going. But he's got some classes first, so.
Unshakable resolve and being tall are his specialities. Weaknesses, family trouble. This is a sign of things to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leon has a serious 40k question. Do you think the tower a mistake? Yes.
Though actually today you don't have any classes. Today is a weekend. It's Saturday.
Oh.
So no classes for you. Just the game later in the evening, and of course your appointment with Mr. Marvolo.
Okay. Right, that way. He's just gonna wordlessly point sideways to the place, just to himself, and he's going to head down the street and make his way over to his appointment.
Making my
his
way downtown, smoking crack.
important material.
Of course. You head down Compostela on the outskirts of town, following it down. It's a long walk, but, for you, it's more like a warm-up. Probably jog some of the way.
Yeah.
And eventually you notice that you're getting closer. You see it pretty clearly. A large brick building. Looks like an old, maybe a factory or a textile mill or something along those lines. Now it looks abandoned. Or at least it would. Were it not for the tents, heats, and lights that are outside, the mingling of multicolored windbreakers and multiple layers of garbed homeless chic. Above the door, you see a familiar face. It is a man with a large curling mustache, a megalomaniacal grin, a sweeping robe graffitied on to a wooden post.
Great.
Below, in the doorway, is a man that you know as Terry. He wears sunglasses and seems rather small from so far away. You know that he's actually quite a large man. Will you cross the street to make it to your appointment?
He's gonna check both sides because people in fucking Virginia don't know how to drive.
This is
That's
true.
very true.
Sorry, my Maryland came out there for a minute.
Oh no, don't worry. It's the same everywhere. No one knows how to drive.
No.
If it's clear, he's just gonna go.
It looks pretty clear. And you cross the street. Only at the last second, you hear a loud and roaring right at you is an enormous RV.
Oh!
Gotta dodge.
Dex Athletics now, difficulty 6.
I give you 1, 2, 3,
Not the
4,
Winnebago.
5, 6 with a 10.
Oh my god, pop that 10 real quick.
It is another one.
Okay, with 7 successes, you can dodge whichever way you feel so inclined.
Jump over it, no balls.
He's going to dodge towards where he's going and just kind of give a death glare back at the motherfucker who just tried to hit him.
All right, you dodge, and presumably the RV hits the brakes. You look up at the passenger side. You see a curtain drawn, and then a black hand around the curtain. It pulls back slowly, and 2 inhuman eyes look down at you, and you realize it's a fucking chimpanzee.
Hi, I'm King Kai. This is my monkey Bubbles.
The fuck?
Bill, if you would like to enter the scene.
So Samson will hear the thudding of footsteps from within the RV as thundering out of the side door to this massive fuck bus is a schlubby, late 30s man, unkempt, but strangely put together. He looks like shit, but not in the way you might expect.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing? You jumped on you were in the middle of a crosswalk. You want to get killed, kid?
Where the hell were you going, man? The fucking your RV was rolling down the damn hill.
What the? You were in the middle of an open intersection. The light was green. What are you doing?
What were you doing? 50?
How fast I was going is none of your business. I could have killed you back there. Why don't you look where you're going next time?
Yeah, that is my business, asshole.
Not right now. Not right now. You're fine. Stay in the RV.
Samson is fucking irate as shit.
See the monkeys, face pressed against the windows, licking the glass, looking at.
This is not a true Virginia highway. This is not a true Virginia pedestrian motorist encounter, because there would have at least been 4 or 5 physical threats of violence and 1 or 2 sexual innuendos thrown in here somewhere before this, where I can consider this like a valid thing here.
At you.
That's making him angrier. Point of fact, Samson is going to get clear and head to the other side, but then he is going to shoot his basketball at the window where the ape is.
Good idea.
You're going to antagonize a chimpanzee? This is bad.
All right, make me Dex Athletics, difficulty 6.
Can I persuade this to be for basketball?
You absolutely. This is for basketball.
Excellent. I'm gonna give you another 8/8. Cool. Huh. I got A1, but otherwise I got 2.
With 2 successes, your basketball hits the window and seems to scare the ape away before rebounding onto the side mirror and snapping it forward, where it now dangles limply.
Samson's gonna fucking flip him off and catch his ball.
There you go.
You son of a bitch! You fucking broke my rear view. What are you doing?
Why ain't you driving?
Because I'm trying to get somewhere. Not languishing in the middle of an intersection like you lout.
Yeah, he's gonna raise his basketball threatening again as he's going to, back towards the building that he's going to.
2 homeless people watch.
It's always like this, eh, Paul? Yeah, it always is, Jeb. Always is.
Buddy, get out here. Now you can come out.
The door opens up and you see this monkey begin piling out. What have you forced your monkey to wear?
I have not forced him to wear anything, but he is wearing a button-down shirt of Bill's. And Bill, not wanting to fight a monkey over his shirt for fear of his fingers, has not taken it off of him.
It's a chimp. Don't fight that.
It begins slowly pawing towards you.
Towards Samson?
Yes.
Run.
Samson's gonna raise the ball again and make himself look as threatening as possible. I would like to do an intimidate.
Okay, roll it.
What would you like me to roll with that? Manipulation?
Manipulation, intimidate, and it will be opposed by the monkey's willpower.
Alright. I give you 3.
Scare the monkey.
Okay, let me check the monkey's willpower.
I fucking hate your monkey already.
This monkey's only gonna get worse. Oh, this is a
worse
pretty
way to try
strong-willed monkey, but we'll see if that'll do anything against 3 successes.
I don't care how tall this Samson character is. A chimp can rip your face off and climb you like a tree to do it. No thank you.
3 successes! You are locked. It is a contest of alpha males. One of the human persuasion, one of the chimpanzee. And as you make yourself big and you hold your basketball up, you see the monkey reach into what seems like a back pocket of some sort and pull out a blicky.
We can put that
Oh,
away.
it's on now.
We're not gonna kill the kid. Hold on.
Samson is, like, raring to fight. He has his basketball. He's ready to.
Okay, this intelligence is definitely his dumb stat because, look, I don't want to mess with chimps to begin with, but a chimp with a Glock is not exactly something I ever want to mess with.
Shoot it at this motherfucker.
You see as Bill, as while you are engaged in this argument at the intersection, a Honda Element is honking its horn behind you. It seems that you are all blocking the way.
In a minute, we're settling something here. Can't you see that?
And yes, this would actually happen in Virginia because there would be an altercation between a pedestrian and a motorist who somehow has a chimpanzee with a gat who... It just makes sense, okay?
The monkey points the gun at the Honda Element.
No, put the gun away. We don't need to put that. We don't need to have that here.
Samson, will you take this opportunity to escape?
He is going to do so as calmly as possible because he's not going to, like, make himself look bad to a fucking monkey.
Really?
All right.
He's going to go to where he's going.
Bill, will you allow Samson to retreat?
Hey, where are you going?
You want me to bean, you stupid fucking ape? Call that thing off.
No, I want you to fucking apologize to him. You
Yeah, he's
scared
pointing
him.
a goddamn gun around. You pull him back or I'm going to bean his skull.
Hey, he's the monkey with the gun. I wouldn't want to fuck with that.
The gun goes off in the sky as everyone is now looking at this intersection.
I told you not to. We don't use that in polite conversation. Only when I give you the signal. Now we have to fucking go, because the fucking cops are going to come.
Your problem, man. Your problem.
And he goes trundling back into the RV, slamming the door behind it now with the cracked passenger window and the busted ass mirror.
I'm not going to forget about this, asshole. I know where you go to school now.
Yeah. Come on down, man. I'm gonna jump you into a fucking trash can.
I'd like to see you try, Twiggy.
I'm gonna roll to intimidate him now.
I feel like such roles are not necessary.
This is not going to be
I
good.
think that you've both made yourselves quite clear.
Fucking painful.
Bill, will you have any passing words as you ram off into the the morning streets of Norfolk?
You better hope you never see me my ass again, or it's gonna be trouble. It ain't gonna be just a monkey this time.
Samson's gonna he's gonna step backwards and hold the giant dad pose. What is it?
The Honda Element beeps its horn again and again and again.
Fuck off! We're going. We're going.
All right. And as you put the keys in ignition, Bill, you speed off into the maze of cars beyond you. Samson, you watch the Honda Element.
That is a good question, world's tallest leprechaun. What kind of signal must Bill give for the chimpanzee to start blazing caps?
Element not really reduce its speed as it gives what could be construed as chase. Before you finally turn and you realize that every single person in the homeless camp is looking right at you.
Hey,
Samson's
Avalon.
going to make the what is imposed to them as well.
Was that a monkey?
Fuck if I know. Damn thing had a gun. What the fuck is that guy's problem?
Oh, it might have been one of those clan-tube Viridians.
Yeah, the Clabo whatever.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
And then he kind of huddles away.
What?
On the stairs is far more reasonable company. You see your good old friend, Terry. Terry has a face that only a Spetsnaz could love. Scarred, militant, statuesque, and stern. He only looks slightly better off than the rest of the homeless men at this camp, and he just looks straight at you.
Samson, good to see you again.
Hey Terry, how's it going?
I would like to play a game. Could be better. All right, you know the drill. This week's password, guano.
Samson is going to just look at Terry, nod his head, and then hold out his hand as well, knowing full well what Terry is also asking for. You got it. Guano.
And you procure a plastic sealed bag of bat guano.
Yep. And in his exchange, he passes Terry a pack of gum.
All right, head on inside. The big man's wanting to speak with you.
Yep, you got it, boss.
He's
This is the
going to
weirdest
head up
drug deal
the
I've ever
stairs,
seen.
and he's going to deftly tuck the package of guano into his, not into his, shorts and whatnot, but he's going to duck it into, like, his bag.
Dark
very
Eldar
carefully
communist.
behind a whole bunch of shit.
Sure. You head up the stairs to the second floor, where you see a crowd of people
Nathan.
in slightly nicer condition than those outside. These are the people that you know are in Marvolo's not quite inner circle, more like outer circle. The people outside this building don't really exist to him.
Oh, okay.
You smell chicken noodle soup, the sound of pans and pots, and you look over and you see a half-shaven head, Winchester, Marvolo's assistant, spooling out soup. She catches your eye, and you catch hers. Hey, Samson!
Hey, Winnie.
Come over here, come on, let's chat. It's been a while.
Screw it. I got a little bit of time before I got to speak tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, come on, put on a hair mat. We'll get almost done with this pot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on this side, all right? I'm gonna go have to see him here in a minute.
Oh, man. Your generous spirit. It warms my heart. But you get this feeling that she doesn't take much offense. She continues her work. So I admit, Samson, I'm happy to see you, but I'm almost surprised.
Why's that?
I don't know, most people burn out or something by the time they're here as long as you.
Shit. You know what's going on at home by this point. I mean, what the hell else am I gonna be doing,
Yeah, I guess, but
Leon, who has the more powerful standard firearms? Dark Eldar, hands down. Just hands down.
I mean, it's not quite your situation. It's usually Marvolo stops tolerating it. He's probably sees something pretty special in you.
What can I say? I'm a pretty special guy.
Yeah, that's maybe not the term I'd use, but
There you
it
go.
fits.
Well, where would you use Winnie, huh?
Oh, I'm too polite to say. Listen, I'm kidding. You know I like you, Sam.
Yeah. Feelings mutual, Winnie.
All right. Well, he should be on this floor. Usual his office. I think he's on the phone, but I'm sure he'll make time.
You mean the phone that's clearly not plugged in, right?
Maybe he's just uses a wireless. I don't know. I don't inquire into his business.
Yeah, sure the best, I guess.
She gives you a sly grin and kind of nods her head over. Well, better now or ever. Hey, Samson?
Yeah, I better get this on the move. I'll be back around even after, so, don't be too heartbroken without me,
Trust me, I count down the days.
Keep counting, Winnie. I'm probably going to outlive quite a few people here.
All right.
There we go.
You make your way further down the formerly dilapidated corridors of this place. You always figured the inside of this whole building would have been gray slab, cobwebs, rats, and whatever other unsound asbestos cubes are roiling about in the walls. Instead, it's more like a school that's underfunded.
True.
He is very familiar with what those are like.
Absolutely. You know a lot about that. Eventually, you get to 2 rosewood doors with golden knobs.
All right. Here we go as usual.
Samson is going to place his hands on both of the doorknobs, and he is going to knock with his head.
You knock, the doors open, and inside, this waft of perfume and incense just smothers any of the smells of the real world. Inside, it smells like a lavender Armani store. It completely snuffles out the urban decay. And behind curtains of red, purple, and gold hues, you see a rather eccentric fellow. He has a pointed chin, cheekbones like daggers, but a wild and curled black mustache, a beauty mark below these dull green eyes, top hat, well dressed, like he's here to work a casino.
Huh.
You see Marvolo.
Well, Samson, my boy, great to see you. Do you mind holding on a second? I've got someone on the phone.
Ooh.
He nods, still swings the doors wide open, steps in, and then shuts it behind him quietly so as not to disturb the possibly existent, possibly non-existent phone call.
Yes.
Thanks. Lifts back the receiver on a rotary phone on his desk.
As I was saying, old sport, just make sure you, why don't we handle this like that Ohio gig, eh? Capital. That's settled. You wouldn't believe it, Samson. That thing's been ringing off the horn all day.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So, what can I do for you, Samson?
Mr. Marvolo, today is, as I have told you before, this is the big day on my end. So I am here to, well, get a hold of on any sort of last little dregs of material that we were going to be putting together.
Samson, how long has it been? You're liable to make me sentimental. It's been about 2 years since you came to me.
Just
And the
about.
entire time you've been asking for the very same thing.
What can I say? I see something I want. I'm going to pursue it.
That's very good. You have the guano?
That I do.
He's going to carefully extricate the baggie of dung from his pack.
Right here.
All right. You hand over the bag of guano that you and Terry sourced a few days ago. He holds it in his hand,
Still warm.
and as your hand is waiting expectantly, turns away, puts the guano on a shelf, before he comes around with a knife right in the middle between two of your fingers. It doesn't touch skin, but it penetrates the table.
He's going to stare at Marvolo for a moment. He's going to flinch his hand very slightly, obviously, because he's not immune to this shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
2 years, my protege. 2 years. Always the same thing. Always for the basketball.
Yes.
I've heard them say ball is life, but this is just preposterous.
Samson's going to open his eyes after closing them during the flinch. He's going to stare at Marvolo.
What I spend my time doing is my business and my business alone. Isn't that what we discussed?
Oh, absolutely it is. And that's why I'm still going to give you what you came for. I just want to urge you, now more than ever before, at the precipice of your dream, watch out, Samson.
Oh boy.
He lifts the knife up, twirls it in his hand, and you see it almost vanish in his grip. When he lifts his hand out again to you, you see that it actually has.
Because I'll get you your unguents, your potions, the chant. But somehow, someday, you might find something more important than throwing your little ball around. And I might not be here to help you reach it.
Samson's going to just tuck his tongue into his cheek as though he's trying to hold himself from saying something back to Marvolo.
Mm-hmm.
He hands you a parchment-wrapped package. It's addressed to you and tied together with some twine.
That should be everything you need. Best of luck.
Samson will gingerly take it from Mr. Marvolo's hand, and he will tuck it into his pack as he regards the magic man before him very sternly.
Yeah. Best of luck indeed. If it doesn't end up working out, well, you know how it is. You can never predict what's going to happen.
Never.
I might be seeing you around.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Or maybe we won't.
Oh.
Maybe we won't.
Either way, you know where to find me.
He
Guys, I'm gonna step away for a quick minute, okay? I'm just gonna step away for a quick minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to jump up for a second because I needed to get some painkillers in me real quick because I'm in a fair amount of pain today. I don't know quite why. Must be a storm coming in. This is not a goldfish bowl. As those of you who have watched the Fat Electrician video insist, it is not a goldfish bowl. This is an actual... Stop looking at me like that, woman. It is not a goldfish bowl. I'm gonna throw something at her. She's over there mocking me with her mockingness, and yeah. But yeah, I like my legs are in a fair amount of pain tonight. I'm not quite sure why, because I haven't gone hiking yesterday or anything like that. Let's continue.
He doesn't turn, but he does back out, keeping his eyes firmly on Marvolo. He knows the score by now.
His fingers twiddle at you as he makes a farewell gesture before, with a snap of his fingers, a large gust of wind seems to come through and slams the doors shut.
Samson breathes out very sharply and then turns to leave.
As you turn to leave, something catches your eye. A piece of graffiti on a gray slab wall. A red hand grasping a burning inferno. Underneath, simple phrase, "What the hand dare seize the fire."
He'll cock an eyebrow at it, but he's not hyper fixated on it just yet. He's just kind of like passing it. He'll take in the artistic merit of this graffiti as he is leaving.
Okay. Go ahead and, as you're leaving, make me a perception alertness.
Okay, perception.
It's the chimp with the blicky. He has come back for revenge.
Alertness. 5. Cool. I'll give you 3.
All right, with 3. You make your way down past Winnie and the soup kitchen. You make your way out the front door. But as you turn to leave, as you finally break free of the encampment, you notice something just before you cross the intersection you came here from. There's a guy that just catches your eye. An older man with deep eyes and bags, black with sleepless nights. He just catches your eye for a moment, huddled.
Once again, I cannot believe this is actually Norfolk, because this person is not exactly somebody who, stands out. This person is on every single... Yeah, this person's on every single street corner.
In a tattered black blanket. He doesn't say anything, and you're like far away to start conversation without approaching.
He's gonna regard the man, but he has places to be, so he's not really going to turn to engage with someone, despite the fact that this fella caught his eye.
All right. So, with that being said, you do have practice not long from now, just before the big game tonight.
Whew, boy. All right.
You've made your way to your home town, the Old Dominion Monarch locker room.
He's going to hit up the locker room, and he's going to get swapped out into the basketball clothes, the shorts, the jersey, and he's going to tape up his bicep and his forearm and his hands as well.
You begin taping yourself up. You begin preparing for the match later today, and you can spare a glance to the wrapped package.
Let me see. He's going to unpack it at least, keeping near his locker, making sure no one else sees him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the roids.
Probably going to use his locker as a shield and open up the package inside the locker.
All right. Sounds good. You rip it open, and inside you see various plants, some perfumed unguents, a stick of charcoal. What are you wanting to use these for?
Seeing as how he had asked for spares to more or less get himself in the zone prior to getting into the zone, the pre-game, as
Get in the zone, auto zone.
it were.
Of course.
He is going to take a moment and practice the incantation he worked out with Marvolo previously.
Mm-hmm.
Which is to say, an incantation to help him focus, and one to ideally help with his reaction times.
Ah, yes. That same package you've been taking from Marvolo for 2 years. The one that sharpens your senses, that keeps your muscles taut and at attention. The one that makes you feel more alive than anyone else on the field and gives you your killing advantage.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna breathe in, breathe out, and then
drink Red Bull, because Red Bull gives you wings, and you need wings to dunk.
gather the very specific materials needed for it, namely just like a tuft of the herbs that he had been provided, a small container of powder, which he is to use to more or less smear on himself, as well as the specific little piece of paper for this week's set of claps and chants and stomps.
This week's chants are in sets of 11, the number of strength.
Okay.
And you set yourself to them. All things must be done 11 times. And here in the empty locker room, far before anyone else arrives, that's the best time to do them. I'd like for you to go ahead and roll me Intelligence Esoterica.
Intelligence, Esoterica, in total, that'll be 2.
Alrighty then.
I got a 10.
All right, pop that 10.
All right.
Not Wendy 0, bastard. I rolled nothing. Is that another one?
No, that's a 6. That's 2 successes.
Cool. Rad.
Okay.
Radical indeed. You perform the ritual to the usual specifications. Your nerves don't jump up and snake your form. By the time you're done, you're panting. It takes more out of you than playing a game. But once you recover from that downtime period, you're like a god on the field, in the court, whatever the sport you choose.
He's roiding out.
Samson does some stretches, limbers up a bit more after he gets his breath back, and he quickly stows everything into his locker once more, basically cramming everything that's not necessary for practice into there, which should be beginning soon.
Just before you do, or rather, while you're in the process of doing that, you hear a voice across the locker room. Damn, Sam, is that weed?
Thanks, Hobbit. He's doing voodoo when we all know that true strength and focus comes from the ultimate source. Salsa Verde. Yes.
Samson takes the sharp inhalation of breath before realizing that he probably hasn't seen everything that he needed to in order to piece together whatever the fuck he's doing.
Ha!
And he's just gonna shout back,
Thanks, Hobbit.
fuck no, it's not weed, man. It's like calming, like herbs and shit. It's incense.
Ooh, how homeopathic. Or maybe homosexual. Homosexual? I gotta workshop that one. Do you understand the casual cruelty I'm going for, though?
Yeah, I'm getting what you're putting down. Maybe you can practice it on a brick wall next time.
Ah, there's a
Oh,
thought.
there we go.
Coming closer towards you is the elegant form of Craig Galahad.
Oh,
Your
God.
rival, and the only person on the team that comes close to your brilliance. You know, man, I'm kind of worried about all these things you're getting into. I mean, last practice, you literally smelled like shit.
Hey, man, I get in the zone how I want to get into the zone. You can practice your prancy pants, you fussy boy nonsense all you want. I'm practicing what I practice. It doesn't hurt the team. I get my shit done, and I look better than you doing it.
There you go.
Oh, you better hope you look better than me. You know, on this match,
This guy has a Habsburg chin, fetal alcohol syndrome eyes, a flat nose, and it looks like he caught a really serious uppercut to the left side, to the right side of his face. Elegant isn't how I would quite state him. I'm just saying he looks like he had way too much of the salsa verde without anything to wash it down.
I know a lot of the other guys are really stressed out. I mean, you know, NCAA talent scouts, that's stressful. You know, it's enough to put everybody on their A game. But the thing is that I know the talent scout because it's my dad.
Oh,
so
Christ.
I don't really have that much to worry about, you know? It's you that I'm more concerned with, Samson. Because you've always been a little bit flaky.
Your concern is touching, Craig.
I know. I'm a bleeding heart. Just, I want you to keep something in mind for me. Everybody else here is playing their ass off. That's the same thing on the other team. It's just that no matter what happens, I'm moving on. I'm not staying in this dump. And if you want to keep up, you better play the damn game and stop fucking around with this stupid shit. Herbs and perfume. Just get your fucking head in the game.
I ain't hear the coach complain about my etiquette or my practice or anything else, Craig. So maybe you are gonna be the one looking up at me when your own daddy picks me over you.
Oh, you better keep dreaming, Samson. Oh my god, hey, you dropped something. He reaches into your locker real quick and just casts your fucking package on the ground.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna bend down.
Like, seriously, people like this need to be uppercut until their head does that thing with like, the Pez dispenser. You know, just, there you go, until a candy pops out. I'm just saying.
Down and grab some of it.
Craig, seems to find...
Thank you, World's Tallest Leprechaun. World's Tallest Leprechaun is giving us a lesson in a foreign language than my own. I would like to attempt to pronounce it and appreciate this sharing of culture. This word is German. It is a face in dire need of a fist. One of the reasons German can be a great language. We have found a word for that. You're welcome. And the word is pronounced Bachbringsleister. This has been a moment of culture.
Find amusement in the scene before strutting out like he owns the place. He heads to another part of the locker room to...
Used in a sentence is, that guy has a...
change. Leaving you alone to pick up the rest of your shit.
I literally spat all over my face with that.
God damn it. Ah, fucking smeared too. Stupid. I gotta use it anyway. Whatever. Just focus.
The door
Focus.
opens behind you. There's heavy steps. Slow steps, but heavy. You feel a presence in the locker room.
He's gonna grab up all his shit and, like, keep it to his chest, and he's gonna turn around to see who it is.
You see the same sleepless face outside of the homeless camp. A man with black bags under his eye, wrapped in black cloth. He looks at you, lumbering, taller, bigger. The great, bushy beard.
Samson.
Is this Gandalf the crack addict, or what is this? Like, Saruman the meth head?
He's gonna step back and he's going to look up at this guy. Who the fuck are you? How'd you get in here?
He just keeps staring at you.
You have no power here.
With an occasional break to look at your ritual wares.
Samson is just going to stow his materials in his locker as slow as possible, keeping his eyes directly on the man.
Yo, you can back up. You're not getting any of it, okay? Just go on back out that way.
Did his smile, his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee?
The fuck?
That homeless guy on the sub in San Diego was right. What the hell?
You blink. The man is gone.
It's Merlin, the heroin fentanyl keeper.
Sam's just gonna shake his head.
Hagrid fell on dark times. Instead of your wizard, Harry, it's you got $1, Harry.
Violently and just slam the locker shut with all of his stuff inside, kind of haphazardly tossed.
As you close the locker, you can almost hear a faint breathing. You can almost see his black teeth and his cackling face all around you. But your eyes don't see it. It's clearly not there. It's just lingering.
He doesn't know how to make of this, so he's just going to try and psych himself back up and get ready for practice.
Okay. A little while later, you're arrayed with the team. Got Craig Galahad and also all of the other greats and not so greats that make up the old Dominion monarchs. Coach Weasel
Avalon Sauron on food stamps.
is blowing on his whistle as he slowly approaches. All right, team!
Jesus Christ! What? You can't hear me screaming for you like I had broken my ankle. I doubt he can hear me at all. You didn't see what I just saw pop up on the screen. Alright, would you like me to describe this to you? Alright, take a red polo shirt with the word coach on it and put it on Herbert the Pervert's fat cousin who just got out of a bar fight with Mike Tyson, 3 MMA fighters, Optimus Prime, and the Kaiju from Pacific Rim. That guy. Gross.
We're up against the James Madison.
Or, as Loyal Cav said, Serious Vape the Homeless.
Dukes, and let me tell you, they know exactly what's in for them. A world of hurt, a world of pain, a world of basketball!
What? Go ahead. We must wait for the Doogoos. God, is my mother the coach? Dude, I didn't even think about the mullet for a second there. I didn't even think about it. At all. Good lord, wizardry done on a budget? This is true? Why are you keep on saying that, A-Day? Excuse the sound of the pugs. They're running upstairs.
You know when I first served my deployment? I killed 6 men! I had people die under me! Well, today's gonna be a lot like that, kids. It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be feral. You're gonna wish your mommy killed you in the crib! But if you got what it takes, you'll make it through the other side with scars. But you'll be alive. You'll be alive. Any questions?
He's going to respond as the coach usually demands with a, "No, coach, sir!"
You got
How much meth does it take?
damn
Bloody
right,
Mary Pie, you have a nice
Tuttle.
one.
Listen, you and Craig, you've been our star players. But don't let that get you lazy. I've seen what laziness does to people. You ever seen what a corpse looks like when it's been baked through with white phosphorus?
Wait, what the... What? What? Okay, that's why he's been saying it constantly. Okay. Radagast was never the same from when he visited LA.
Coach Weasel was removed from his position 2 months later.
Yeah, he's been removed a couple times, actually. He just somehow keeps coming back.
Yeah, he's tenured.
You're always told that there'll be a new coach next year, and it's always Coach Weasel.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker's got tenure. It's awful.
He reaches into his pocket before pulling out photographs of white phosphorus victims.
This is what lazy looks like!
What the fuck are you talking about? He just has this shit on
Yeah,
him?
he does.
Why?
Because he's Coach Weasel. He's seen some shit. Everyone seems to be taking the drill sergeant's appraisal of the situation pretty well. A few people are sweating. One looks like they may start crying soon. But the strong among you, you're forted, you're forged, you're ready for the day.
All right. Now remember, this is an exhibition match. So for those of you who hesitate in the line of fire, this will not be counting towards the school's record. But if we lose, I'm still gonna have you drop down and give me 50. If we win, pizza party.
Oh yeah, pizza.
You goddamn right, Luigi! Now let's play basketball. The Warriors sport.
Jesus Christ! What a situation he is in. He is going to get to practicing with the rest of the team.
All right.
Malcador had some hard times before he linked up with the Emperor.
Then, you begin your practice, your drills, and before long, they fold one into the other, into the other, into the other. You feel yourself starting to perform a bit lax at first. And then, it starts to hit. Samson, I'd like you to roll me...
Like me too.
5d10, please.
5d10? All right.
Difficulty 5.
Looking at one success on that one.
It should be working. It should be working. Why isn't it? You feel your muscles, they're usually taut, they're ripping, they're almost threatening to bulge out of your body when they're fully pressed, when your body, electric, is motivated towards your goal. But this time, it's lighter. You can't help but wondering maybe if the strange man you saw is still with you somehow. It's still here, but it's not much.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make me Dex Athletics with 1 extra dice for the rest of the session.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6, and because your specialty is basketball, no need to pop the 10. That's just 2 successes.
Yay!
So 1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5 successes total.
Yeah.
Basketball practice is easy for you. You find yourself in the zone regardless. You find yourself shining above your peers. You know that it's game time. The only one that comes close, of course, just right beside you, is Craig Galahad.
Craig.
Seems like you've got it in you, Samson. That's good.
I was worried you were gonna go all Woodstock on us.
Yeah, man, I'm not looking to give up that easy.
Samson, I'd love you if I didn't hate you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you continue with practice. Practice is over before you know it, and soon you are lined up, the lights on high. Will Erica be attending?
She will not. She's probably busy.
Makes sense, makes sense. You don't want any distractions. You've had enough already.
He gotta focus.
People of Norfolk, get ready for basketball!
Basketball.
The teams filter in, blue and green. It's you in the Old Dominion Monarchs versus the James Madison Dukes. And as the game begins, you see the first turnover, and you realize what kind of game this really is. You don't start really close to the ball. You find yourself a little bit back from the action on the onset. Aggression. That's what seems to be baked into you and all of your comrades. Hell, your enemies too. People see the ball, they rush for it. They want to hold it. They want to make the winning plays, but you notice something. There's a weakness at play, because these people go for the ball ruthlessly, but almost no one is making a shot they don't think they can hit. Almost no one is taking risks. And it's an incredibly aggressive game from both James Madison and Old Dominion. But will they be making the plays they need to show who is champion?
Listen, no one else is making a play. Samson's gonna make the play.
You see, for a moment, one member of the enemy team seems to be at a point where they could make an excellent long court shot. They look like they're gonna go for it, but their nerves get at them. They're dribbling in place. They're trying to see where they can go as people approach. You are one of such people. What?
And now he's gonna take a can of silver spray paint out and spray his teeth and mouth. You witness me! And then jump off the top of the truck and land on the enemy vehicle.
What will you do, Samson?
He's gonna fucking charge. Fuck this shit. You guys are being pussies. He's gonna kill.
right.
He's going to fucking kill that ball.
Let's rock. Roll me.
All right, what am I
Dex
doing?
Athletics.
I give you, because it's basketball, I automatically pop that, I presume.
Yes.
4 successes.
Let's see what your opposition's got for you. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't want to give it up. He doesn't want to hand you the ball. But you make a sick fucking play. How are you going to get it?
He yoinks it, and he's suddenly gained control of the basketball. And the
Basketball.
other guy has not. He doesn't.
Samson Tuttle of the Old Dominion Monarch seems to be making a play. He steals the ball. What's he going to do with it?
He is going to do a layup. A half-court layup. That's not how that works.
What?
You see?
You gotta dunk that shit!
I had an inkling this might happen.
Hang on. No, I don't. I know enough about basketball. I can do this. Where the fuck are we on the
You're
court?
in the backcourt.
Okay, yeah. So he's going to dribble to the hoop, and he's going to prepare to do a layup.
We know so much about basketball.
Sports ball.
All right, you're sporting. You're sports balling. You were going
Yeah, guys, we're going to throw ball and stuff. Yep.
for a layup. Why don't you make me one such more roll?
Ooh, I ding 2, but I make 5. I make 6 actually, so it's 4.
But there's a shape coming to intercept you. Something approaching you fast, like a tiger.
You see, we play at basketball. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
fuck.
He does
Let's see.
a little worse.
Well, he's also got specialization basketball. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But with the 1, 4, you equal. And so you see this large arm just kind of come almost as if summoned from nowhere and slap the ball right out of your hands as it's starting to leave it. It goes flying
Rejected.
down the court, forcing a reset. And you see the James Madison star player, a man by the name of Jimmy Yam.
Jim.
This dude has that face that says, I just took a 20-pound shit.
Yeah, there he is, sweet potato boy.
My God! It's a fantastic maneuver by Jimmy Yam! He gives you a quick look, towers over you at a solid 6'5", and he gives you a little wink. Sorry.
We're both 6'5".
Well, he towers at your same towering height and gives you a little wink. Sorry. I'm used to short
No,
kings.
it's okay, that's funny. No, he grew out of that.
You're out of his short king arc.
Yeah,
you
there
take
you
a
go.
look at the ball, and you see that it is wound up in someone else's hands. Someone you fucking hate.
Oh my god.
Craig Galahad. Craig quickly makes a run for the hoop. He dodges through 2 people trying to grab him. He does a sick fucking twist as he manages to keep the ball in his hand. The more I talk about this, the more I realize it becomes very obvious I don't know anything about basketball.
It's alright,
Okay.
it's mage.
It's mage. Mage is majorly.
Mage.
It's mage, and we are playing
We
basketball.
are playing basketball. You see him as he forwards through the crowd, and then finally he gets right up on the hoop, and he makes it in. The buzzers go off. Boom! People start cheering, and it looks like it's score 1 for the Monarchs. Can the Dukes recover from this pitched battle?
Samson will take that. He'll take the L on that one. You know, unlike Craig, he had some difficulty with people at the end of the hoop.
See, he should have dunked that shit. I'm just saying.
So in fact, he's going to internalize it to himself and say, "Yeah, no, it's all right. We got this. He got there because I cleared the way. Piece of shit, taking up all the fuming to
That's
himself."
what
but
I
he's
call
continuing on.
teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. This time, you're in the center of the court. It's you in center circle at the half-court line. You and Jimmy Yam.
The two real stars.
Tuttle versus Yam. He's in front of you. He's going to do everything in his power to stop you. It's time for another roll-off.
Shusting. Ooh, that's a damn good roll. Jesus Christ, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
For Jesus Christ.
So that's 8
Okay.
versus 6. You are form. For a moment, the entire court falls away. Instead, there's just you. You, the ball, and the net. And you won't be satisfied until this ball goes careening through the hoop.
It was just me and the mule.
And so you will it.
5 points to anybody that gets
So
that
it
reference.
is. And it's another goal!
Goal?
Another goal. It's
It's a touchdown! It's another, what do they call the basketball?
Whatever that thing is.
What's not sport? It's the sports thing!
Yes!
Okay, Google. Basketball score terminology.
Yeah, let's find out for once and for all. The basket.
Points.
The point.
It's a basket. Wait, it is called a goal. That's
It's
fucked.
a basket.
Yahtzee!
And Samson does it! And that's another few points on the board for the Old Dominion Monarchs. You once again return to the reset, the crowd cheering. Maybe by doing that, you've allowed yourself to be seen. Maybe now you can rest easy.
No.
Will you?
He's got to look better than Craig. He's got to look better than Craig to his dad. So he ain't giving up just yet. He's gonna push himself.
That line sounded so inappropriate, I'm just saying.
He's got to keep
That's
going.
right. You do.
It ain't over yet.
It's time for the turnover. It's not you this time. Instead, it's Yam and some other person from your team, someone far less skilled than you. Of course, the ball winds up in Yam's hands. Of course, he makes mincemeat of the opposition. Of course, he's back down by your side of court. And of course, he's here to make the goal. He begins winding up for it. He has it in the palm of his hand. And as it leaves, bam! The hand of Craig smashes the ball into the ground, preventing yet another score. The crowd.
Everybody on this team sucks because that's 2 rejections, and this is a basketball game. A rejection only happens once in a blue moon.
Of course, is amused. Of course, those in the bleachers cheer. But he makes eye contact with you as the court again resets.
Why don't you just tell him you like him, you weird chin?
You see what I'm fucking talking about, Tuttle? More of that, please.
Samson's gonna just give him like a cockeyed look, like, I didn't see someone of your caliber making a 3-point shot, so what the fuck you want, dude?
Tension sparks again. This time, it's you and not their star player. It's a more diminutive person, about a mere 6 feet of height. Your 5 inches give you a clear edge.
Yeah, fucking manlet.
That's what she said.
6'5" versus 5'11".
Are you ready to take the ball?
Fuck yeah, he's ready to. He's gonna kill this man.
rock.
Blast! Not very
It's a
good.
sloppy one, but you manage to catch it at the tips of your fingers, roll it down your hand. You've made it, and you begin peeking ahead of the pack. Again, the crowds begin to form, though. Again, your specter, Jimmy Yan. And again, you see Craig there to receive what could be a solidifying move, something that could solidify your victory here on this basketball court.
Samson's getting a little tweezed by this point because it's not like he's losing out, but he's definitely mad that shit's not working out. His mind's drifting a little bit to like just how the systems that he's been trying to perform have not been granting him the edge he was looking for this whole time.
Jimmy Yam's quick on you again. We meet again, he says, as he looking, trying to get over you, trying to make sure you can't.
Jimmy Yams is like, seriously, it looks like he has been eating a high fiber diet and is so glad he's off the glutens. Like, he had the best BM of his life, like 5 minutes before he walked on the court.
Do anything.
He's keeping the ball close to him. He's dribbling it and keeping it far away from Yam's hands. He needs an out, so
Tuttle,
he's thinking.
Tuttle, I'm open! Tuttle! Damn it! Motherfucking!
He's gonna shoot violently towards Craig because he's like out of sorts. He is off balance. He is out of everything, and he's fucking annoyed as shit that he has to pass it to Craig.
The world enters into slow motion for a moment.
I'm gonna reduce playing basketball to
Good
0.25.
idea. The world slows down for just a moment. You have been striving to show your best, but thanks to maybe some cock up with a ritual, maybe some weird old stalker, things aren't going according to plan. And you're about to hand Craig yet another impressive victory. Because you can't get past this guy, this athlete who has not taken all the stops, who doesn't care as much as you care. And now you're about to have to pass your victory to Craig. What are you thinking right now? What are you feeling?
Samson internally, in these brief moments, as best a human mind can accomplish, is going to say motherfucker as many times as he possibly can. He is the least excited, least enthused. The sound of the music coming over the speakers, the announcer who doesn't seem to understand shit, the insanity of his own coach, the fact that Craig has been playfully, but still very directly harassing and bothering him this whole time, and the fact that this whole fucked up and skewed situation is being presided over by his dad. So no matter how much he proves himself, it's probably going to wind up in nepotism's ball court, literally.
That's right.
So, fuck it. You want the ball? Take it.
You start to wind up your pass. The voice of Marvolo in your head, it almost is taunting you.
2 years, my protege, 2 years. Always the same thing. Always for the basketball. You might find something more important than throwing your little ball around.
You take that rage. You take that fury. You grip the ball in a death grip. And as you hold it, as you make ready to make your pass, your shotgun of a pass, you feel a hand on top of your hand.
Bad touch?
And then a voice from nowhere that whispers, "Tiger, tiger, burning bright." In that moment, the ball leaves. It flies through the court with the force of a cannonball. It zooms, and something in your head feels ecstatic. Something about you is singing this hymn of pure being, this revelatory, beautiful moment, this perfect pass from nowhere. You don't know why you're feeling this way until you look over and you see Craig Galahad folded like a chair. All momentum on the stand ceases. All momentum in the court ceases. In front of you, you see the twisted form of Craig Galahad, legs poking uselessly underneath him. As in his chest, in his now bloody and bruised arms, there is no basketball. There is an orb of pure graphite. And nothing is ever the same again.
Okay. Okay. Triple whammy. He won't be playing basketball anymore. Mages exist. And people think he's a murderer. But he did get into a fight with a guy and a chimpanzee that had a gun earlier. Okay, Warpugs. This is actually shaping up to be a fun cast. I wonder how they're going to actually excuse this. I wonder how they're going to proceed past this. And I can't wait to see the last one. The last character that's going to be in this roleplay session. I can't wait to see all these four come together. Now, Warpugs, we are caught up to the Norfolk Wizard game. We are caught up. Chiodvolt says there isn't a rule in basketball that says you can't transmute the ball into graphite and accelerate its relativistic speeds. This is true. This is actually accurate. That's not a foul. And he did pass the ball to his teammate. So this isn't a problem. Technically, he did nothing wrong. Technically. The first one. The first one was my favorite so far. Just purely off of exposure. Just purely off of exposure. So I am going to have to I might need a few more mods because there were some moments that did get spoiled for me. That does suck. That does suck. It has been a while since I needed to have that kind of stuff going on, but which one so the next one is either going to be tomorrow or Sunday, Charles. That is good. The first episode proper is it's already out, Trout? Nice. It's already out. That's awesome. I honestly can't wait. I have loved the storytelling. The only thing that, it was so clear they knew nothing about basketball, but this was awesome nonetheless, guys. This was fun. I can't wait until they're all four together because this has been set up so well so far. I've never played mage. I have never played mage before. So, actually, listening to a game, especially with such a great storyteller like Speaker D and such great players, it's a treat. It's an absolute treat. Warpugs, now that we're all caught up with the releases on YouTube, I can safely say that this is going to be something that it's going to be one of those things where you guys are going to be able to pop in and say that Bruva's uploaded. It's been a while since we had that happen. Loyal, I might be. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do for that. It's don't spoil stuff, guys. It's not even really funny. It's just actually, I don't even know. It's kind of like when somebody does a spoiler, it's really just kind of annoying. Now, we're going to bounce into Carl's review of the episode. Here we go. Oh, God.
Ball.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Carl Reviews the Game. In this episode of, we follow the life of Samson Bicep as he makes his way to his hockey game. Of course, at first he's met with previous character called whatever. He has a monkey with him, and he's pretty cool. he meets up with a homeless guy, and he meets his friend, the magician, who helps him with his handball game. Everything's going fine until he meets his friend, he's a real piece of work. Let me tell you what, everything's going great until during the Spokeball tournament, he accidentally gets his bike stuck in his friend's chest cavity. In this episode, I have to give extra credit to my neighbors. I give this episode 5 out of 10. Don't know what could be done better, but I think there's a possibility for it. That's it for today. Carl, out.
Okay. So, real quick, I'm going to stop this from happening. Hopefully happening again. But it has been a while since I've had to worry about something like this. But I'm not going to have to worry about it for much longer. Just 1 second. Okay, there we go. 1 second. Let me get this up here. All right, let's see. Loyal Cav. Congratulations, my guy. There you go. Congratulations, Loyal Cav. I'm kind of actually disappointed because it kind of took away a little bit of the little bit of the wonder, stuff like that. As soon as I saw certain things pop up on the screen, he just kept on typing it over and over again. It kind of took the joy away from it, which is just distasteful. So, Loyal, I'm going to go ahead and give you the nod on this one. But, guys, this has been entertaining nonetheless. It has been entertaining nonetheless, and I'm glad that you guys were here for it. I hope that it didn't get, messed up for you. I hope it didn't get messed up for anybody else other than myself. I would love it if you guys, blah, blah, blah. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Boomer. Nunchucks among us. God, I'm having such a hard time with English today. So, the next episode is apparently getting released to YouTube on either tomorrow or Sunday. He reaches into a back pocket of source and pulls out a blicky is the best line. Yes, Hobbit. Yes, it is very much the best line. Now, what I will say is that this week just became a whole live stream fiesta. Tomorrow is, of course, shenanigans. Saturday, I believe, if the new from Bruva Alfabusa is out, I will be doing a live stream. The live stream where we're going to be looking at where History of Everything and Laser Pig went into Ukraine to talk to a Ukrainian sniper. That History of Everything actually reached out to me and talked to me about this in detail. And I really just can't wait until I sit down with that. That's going to be a bit of a heavier podcast. I'm wondering if I'm actually going to do it live or if I should record it just because. But until then, more pugs, I'm going to be heading out for the night. I hope you guys had fun. X in chat if you had fun. And I will be catching you guys on the next one, okay? Yeah. loyal. I probably should have done this sooner, but I had so many problems coming into the stream today, guys. Just constant issues getting in. So like I didn't want to stop it and then bring up a whole bunch of things so I could, correct some do some corrective action. But yeah, it might be best to record it, Hobbit. It might be best to just record it. But there's so much stuff that is ready, like we're ready to go on it. Now, what is next for other things? This weekend I am working on the next 5-ish minute lore, which is the intro to the miniseries for the Assassin Norm. It's not the longest 5-ish minute lore I've ever done. It's definitely not the shortest. It's looking to clock in around 12 to 14 minutes at this point. Probably closer to 14. As far as Old Man Lives, I'm going to be filming a horror trailer. The Diary of Pippa Pug. It's gonna be kind of fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's so much stuff I want to do. I just had to figure out how to do the right camera settings. But until then, guys, I will catch you next time. I would like you guys to do me a personal favor. Whatever you're doing this weekend, whatever you're doing, even if you're busy, like if you're just busy all weekend, if you're working this weekend, whatever you're doing, I'd just like you to take 5 minutes for yourself, okay? Take 5 minutes for yourself. Just sit back, put on some music that you like, and just sit back and just be at peace with yourself, okay? I know that a lot of times we just, like, I know myself personally, sometimes with everything going on, you really feel like you're in a rush. You really feel like you're, all the pressure in the world can be on you. But you owe it to yourself to at least give yourself 5 minutes. Okay? So no matter what's going on this weekend, give yourself that time. All right? I hope to see you guys at some point this weekend. I hope to see you for shenanigans tomorrow night. Until then, Warpugs, I will catch you guys next time.